Welcome to the First Lady Point of View show, everyone. I'm your host, the First Lady Felicia K. This is where you can expect culture, music, news, reviews, fashion, and exclusive interviews. So stick around. We got somebody that's been on the show before, but we're not going to get into an interview. We're going to talk about sponsorship and how you can get involved in something great right after this.
You tuned in. First Lady Point of View. First Lady Point of View. You tuned in. It's the First Lady Point of View. First Lady Point of View. Culture, music, news, reviews. You tuned in. It's the First Lady Point of View. You tuned in. First Lady Point of View.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Today we have someone special in the building. You might know her from a previous season. We have none other than the Dollhouse CEO, Miss Dej the Doll. She's also a singer as well. Hey, Dej.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing amazing.
I know you are. You are such a light. I love you.
Thank
So
you.
pretty and so sweet. And you are out here doing your philanthropy. Good deed. How about that? All right. So you reached out to me and you said you wanted me to get involved with something great that you got going on. It's called the Prom sponsorship. So let's get right into it because I want to use all of our time to tell people how important this is and how they can get involved.
Yeah.
First of all, tell me exactly what is the Prom sponsorship?
Okay, so the Prom sponsorship is actually a program that I'm starting for women here, young women here in Sacramento. As a former foster youth, I was the lady on the other side who was underprivileged. And so I wanted to create something here where I could give back to the community. So I will be choosing 5 different ladies from 5 different underprivileged high schools. And together I will build a team to get their whole prom sponsored from head to toe to ticket.
Okay. And you already know you did a good job. You got us in.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
and I'm excited too. I'm honored to partner with you and help sponsor someone to go to prom and whatever other capacity we can help in. We're going to do that. Just like I know you was like, what? I'm like, yeah, we'll get you in there tomorrow.
Yes,
Imani was all like, Dej want to know if we could get her into, so I was excited about that.
Thank you.
So what has the process thus far been like? Let's back up. What made you decide to do it outside of being in foster care?
Yeah.
You said you wanted to give back because you know the need, right? What made you think of prom? Did you have a rough experience with that growing up, or you just felt like that's something that the girls need?
Yeah, so both actually. I grew up in foster youth, homeless shelters, couch to couch with my mom, rehabilitation centers with my parents, things like that. So I never got to go to homecoming. And that's something that you get to do as a freshman, as a sophomore, as a junior, as a senior. I never went to any of them. And so I was very determined to experience something that ladies experienced during high school. And I decided that I really wanted to participate in prom. And I finished my last year of high school in Atlanta.
Okay.
So my internship here at the Sacramento City School District, I called them, I said, hey, I had my internship here. I really want to work hard to get into this prom. Let me know what I have to do. They made so many phone calls from California to Atlanta, and then all of my prom was sponsored.
Wow.
I was introduced to like this huge warehouse of like dresses, shoes, accessories, and there was mirrors everywhere. I felt amazing. And despite me being underprivileged, the experience of me being able to fully participate and not feel left out, it was something that I just gotta give. Like I have to. Like it's something that I really loved. And I gotta give it back.
Look, as an adult, that's something that's probably one of your most memorable moments. And just wanting to, it's interesting that I didn't pick up on that about you when we first met. Because they say that usually if people have a really rough life, they either have a stone cold heart, right?
Yeah.
You kind of like, it's hard to break down the walls, or they're extremely compassionate and loving.
Yes.
And you are definitely extremely compassionate and loving. We got that from you last time you were here. So just watching this moment come full circle, and you're so young still to have a mindset of wanting to give.
Yeah.
Right? Most young people are kind of selfish.
Yeah.
Even those with good hearts, right? It's like, I'm partying right now. I'll spin the block once I turn 35.
Yeah.
So it's good to know that you feel like that and you want to give back. So do you have in mind where the prom will be as of yet?
So for every high school, their prom is going to be wherever it is.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not going to change any circumstances within the city. I'm just going to make sure that like the 5 things on the list are checked off with my collaborations.
Okay.
And that's what my fight is. It's finding the perfect match with the perfect lady to make sure that they're satisfied whole circle.
Okay, okay. So that your basic goal is so they feel like a Cinderella, like you did.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. The car that I drove the first year, don't care about that one. The second year we had the newest drop top Mustang 5.0 and I like drove through like Cinderella. It was the most amazing
All you needed was a
experience.
glass slippers,
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
So that is exciting. When is prom season?
Prom
April or
season
March?
is so some proms are really early in February.
Okay,
So
okay.
February, March, April. May is like graduation. So it's like way out of the way.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll try to make sure we get this along with our regular programming. Try to get this played as much as possible.
Oh, thank you.
Get it green for you leading up into the
Yes.
date, just so the awareness, because somebody could just randomly see it one day a week out, and
Yeah.
that could be a game changer. So that brings me to another question. We're starting with 5 young ladies, right?
Yes.
Like, okay, so just so happen someone gets at you, they see this at the last minute or see your flyer at the last minute and say, oh, I want to sponsor somebody, but all the girls are taken. Would you be willing to add on another one?
Absolutely. I
Okay.
honestly feel like I have the power to achieve 10, but I would really like to officially, on paper, achieve 5
Okay.
and be satisfied with that and then shoot for the moon.
Okay, okay. Oh man, I love that. I love that. So is this something that is going to be your new baby? Do we see this going on year after year?
So with Club Dollhouse, how I talked about last time, it was a group, a collective women, and I wanted them to experience the upper echelon without having to change their standards. And since being there and back, I've come across so many people, so many parties, events, CEOs, presidents, business owners. It's really been such an amazing turn because I
Right.
started with the dolls, switched over from Club Dollhouse, and with Club Dollhouse, I would like to start a closet, and that's going to be called Dollhouse Closet.
Okay.
And this baby here with Prom is just the Kickstarter. I would like to have a closet available year-round for underprivileged women to come if they need to go to an event, an interview, a date, you name it.
Yeah.
I would like to partner with people around the city who donate items that are in mint condition. People can come swap, sell, trade, donate, but it's for us, by us, because somebody out there needs it, and I know I have the skill to give it.
Yeah. I mean, I am so proud of you. Look at you.
So thank you.
So did you came up with this idea just based on experience? Did you already have somebody in mind that you ran it by before you said, you know what, a go? Did you need that push? Or did I get the feeling you didn't need anybody to tell you, pull the trigger? You just said,
Yeah.
I get that vibe about you. And you know, this is a little bit off course, but we're going to talk more about the prom. But I just want to commend you because all that you mentioned that you still do and that you do regularly, I noticed you've still been nurturing your gift of voice. You've still been nurturing your music. I've
Yes.
seen you out here.
Yes.
I've seen you out here award shows in the studio, making videos.
Yeah.
And I love that for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, staying busy and paying it forward all at the same time.
Thank you so
I
much.
mean, you go, girl. So how's your sister?
Oh, my sister's doing amazing. Her business is booming.
I see.
Yeah, she's booming.
I know that's right.
She's amazing.
So now, what is the process for the girls to get involved? What would
Yeah.
they need to do to get involved with, or do they need? Let's back that up. Do they need an adult to do it, or can they reach out to you and then you have to go through an adult, or how does it work as far as that? Or?
Yeah, so absolutely. Thank you so much for asking because there's been a lot of people who saw the flyer and they're like, oh my God, how do I sign up? How do I get involved? Right now, I want to draw in a consensus of people who draw attention to their high school.
Okay.
I kind of want the crowd to work for themselves.
Okay.
The high schools who are underprivileged, with the ladies, they know, where they're needed.
Right.
And with how social media works, it is so easy to tag your homegirl. Look, they're doing a giveaway.
Right.
So
Right.
that selection process is based solely off of interaction and how I get to know all of the ladies and recommendation. So if there was someone that you knew at a high school and you were like, this lady could really use some assistance, and you brought her in, that's somebody that we can choose as well. But it's honestly an open selection process right now. I
Okay.
didn't want to put any stipulations because there's so many that are underprivileged, and I just want to give to anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that answers the next question, which was going to be, is there a grade requirement? Like
Yeah.
sports, you have to have a grade requirement.
Yeah.
And so there is a grade requirement or
So for every prom, they have their own curriculum that they have to.
Okay.
And if they don't meet that, they already can't even
no?
go to
Okay,
prom.
well, see, I don't, it's been a million years since I went to a prom.
Yeah.
Okay, so that right there, that takes pressure off of you because then you don't have
Yes.
to think, because sometimes you think, well, maybe their grades are bad because things aren't good at home. And
Yes.
so you don't want to isolate them from the process. So
Yep.
that takes that off you because you strike me as a type. That would be a hard thing for you to do, weed
Yes.
somebody out like
Yes.
that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So is the dollhouse a part of this? Like your young ladies from the dollhouse, are they
Yes.
a part of helping getting the girls ready
Yeah,
and things of that
so-
nature once they have the sponsors?
After talking to like my friends about it, just like, hey, I have this like wicked idea. Of course, I didn't run it by them, but I'm like, I'm doing this. They are all just hands in. They're like,
Okay.
however I can help, let me know. There's some that do makeup, hair, accessories. They make jewelry, they make clothes. So they're like, whatever you need, let me know. And I just love that about the girls who are rallying about the girls.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I love
right.
that.
I do too. Now, they don't have to bring anything, just themselves.
Just themselves.
Okay.
Just themselves. When I did it the first year with myself, I struggled with accessories and shoes, but I had like this $700 dress that was donated to me.
Okay.
And it was like a Giovanni dress. And if you're into prom, you know what that is.
Yeah.
And so it was like the most amazing thing, but I struggled elsewhere. So at that prom, junior prom, I didn't feel my best because I still struggled and I only made it halfway.
Right, right,
Still
right.
grateful, still beautiful. Next year, I went like full on, we're getting everything sponsored, we're gonna do this, and I did just that.
Okay, okay. This is going to be so exciting.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Oh, man. So how has the feedback been thus far?
Yeah.
Has it been a struggle with getting people to get involved, or are they kind of, sometimes people don't really quite read the flyer right away
Yes.
until somebody tell them, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at that. That's, has everybody just been all hands on deck?
So I've actually had a few different people I've reached out to, like small businesses, beauty brands, estheticians, Baddies R Us. Shout out to Baddies R Us on Macro, Sacramento. I've reached out to them as well as Salvation Army. And together, everybody is just like, I got this.
Yeah, that's
and
what
I
I
got
noticed.
This, and
I didn't
got
even know that
this.
until after I said, okay, we in, you know. Then I went and looked at everything you sent, and I
Yeah.
thought, oh, she's like doing it,
Yeah,
doing it. Yeah, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, I'm so excited.
I know, right? I could tell you. Are you going to dress up and try to pop in on one of the proms or no?
So I'm actually not gonna pop in like that because I want them to have their full immersive experience
Yes,
without
yes.
having like a shadow at
Shadow.
all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't even want them having me there as a reminder. That's their night to shine.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm even gonna bring out a photographer for all of them so that each prom is probably gonna be on a different night, on different high schools and things like that. So bringing out the photographer to make sure that they're even captured approprially. Yeah, the whole
That's
package.
priceless, right? Oh, they're going to be having some girls that's probably picked on them for being underprivileged, like,
Yeah, that's how I was.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. This is going to be so exciting.
so
I'm going to get into a couple other questions, but
Yeah.
we got a break in 1 minute, so I'm going to take it a little early. That way I don't get interrupted when we go into our next one. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So you guys stick around. We're going to be talking more with Dej the Doll about the prom sponsorship and how you could get involved and all of those things. So we'll be right back after this.
Culture, music, news, reviews. You tuned in.
There are a lot of words I would use to describe my daughter. Kind, strong, hilarious. When I think about how much she's experienced in her life, on a journey that we're now on together as a family,
I'll make you something to eat, okay?
we can't help but be inspired by her every day.
Hey, Mom. We're about to start the movie.
Oh, yeah, I'll be right there.
So really, we're the lucky ones. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. We're talking to none other than Dej the Doll, CEO and founder of the Dollhouse. And now we're talking about a new venture, and we're talking about doll sponsorships, where we're sponsoring, well, she's sponsoring, I'm just along for the ride, you know, doing my good deed. Some dolls to be Cinderella for a night at prom. All right, so now, what are some goal sponsorships that you would like to have, or partners?
Yeah. So I did reach out to Baddies R Us. I have been there for a few services, and I do know Promise Be May. I feel like a marketing collaboration with them, as well as my girl Michelle over at the Salvation Army. She is a pageant queen.
Okay.
And so she's been into like Miss Glamorous International. I've been to a few of those pageants. And so I'm hoping to really rally in those girls. I know it's easy for sponsors to say, here's some money.
Yeah.
But
You
I
want them to be hands-on in the
Yeah,
club.
I want
get
them
it.
to feel like they're walking their Cinderella, escorting her through the whole, you know, the whole thing. That's what I
Okay.
want. And so Baddies R Us and the Salvation Army are just
You want
like
them
my
to
goal.
be, you want them to be more hands-on instead of
Yep.
just the bag. I
Yes.
got you. I got you. But the bag is good that they
Yes.
offering up that bag. We'll take that
Yes.
too, and we'll find our soldiers.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
All right, and with outlets like this, that's what we're gonna make it happen. And then we can speak it into, you know, existence as well.
Yes.
Put it out there in the air. Now, as far as with the girl, you said that you would like for individuals to walk their girl out, like at the prom. So
Not
do
like
you,
walk them out, just
Okay,
like
that's
through
where I was going with
their
it.
through their process of achieving everything that they need. Like their nail appointment, makeup appointment might be on 2 different days. Hair might be on a different day.
transportation.
Yeah, just making sure that they get there, that it's done, that it's not something that's just given and passed along. They're ensuring the full circle around whatever essential that they're providing.
Okay. So we talked about already that you would like to continue this. Okay, so now I want to skip. Let's skip to, let's do maybe not 5 years, because see, you're such a businesswoman, right? And you know what you want. We're going to say 3 years. What is your 3-year goal for the sponsorship? We're going to call it the doll sponsorship program for prom. What does that look like for you 3 years from now?
So 3 years from now, it looks like something that's bigger and better than what's already inside of my head. It looks like multiple collaborations, and it looks like inspiration to people like me in other places that I can't reach.
Okay.
I want to find other means to do other things just like this. And 3 years from now, I can see myself having a whole bunch of warehouses, collaborating with a whole bunch of different people, collaborating with homeless shelters and rehabilitation places like I was at, you know, things like that. That's where I see myself being big in that atmosphere of giving back where I once was.
Okay, I love that. Oh my God, and you know God is gonna reward you, and you get it. To whom much is given, much is required. And you're so young. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the Dollhouse.
Yeah.
We still doing that, right?
Yeah, we are.
The ladies are still active and
Yes.
doing their field trips. And
Yes, we are.
skydiving and taking chances. I'm not
Yeah.
willing to take right now. Okay.
Yeah, we
so, how many years has it been for that?
So it's been 2 years. So with the dolls, the
Okay.
collective of ladies, it's been 2 years.
Okay.
The switch from the dolls to Club Dollhouse happened when I was here. That's when that happened. But it's been about 2 years with the Club Dollhouse.
Okay. Okay. So maybe the merger, I guess, if you will, with the prom sponsorship could turn into sponsorships for other things with the young
Yeah.
ladies, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because, you know, they got proms and it's always something going on. Like somebody might need help with graduation, right?
Absolutely, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
Maybe we could do that. You could do something like that.
I like that.
Put something for graduation because, you know, my oldest daughter just got her master's at Sac State.
Oh, wow,
She
congratulations.
and half of her cohort didn't show up,
Yeah,
and it was because of a fee.
yeah.
And that broke my heart. I'm like, what? She was all like, yeah, like, even though the Sac State in general had the biggest graduation class in history this year, but she's an educator, and we need educators,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
And some of them are single moms, some of them are already working 2 jobs to help pay for school. Some of them, their families are in another country.
Right.
And she said that it was only like 10 out of 50 of them in her
Wow.
that showed up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is that? She said because the graduation fee, they had a group chat, and many of them said they couldn't come because they just couldn't afford the fee to walk.
Yeah. Wow.
All that hard work
And you
to
can't
only
walk.
not walk because
Yeah.
of a fee.
Yeah.
So I think that would be great if you started something like that for the high school girlies, because we don't realize how important graduation could be to somebody
Yes.
until that just slapped me in the face last
Yes.
Saturday, and that's been tugging at me ever since. Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So maybe,
Yeah.
you know,
I'll be back.
yeah, the doors are always open. Anything you got, time you got something going on, like I told you before, just reach out and we'll make it happen. We always down to support those that are doing the right thing, doing good, paying it forward, and just it's always good to give back.
Yeah.
Even if it's only $1 because you got 2.
Right.
That might be a game changer for somebody, right?
Right.
And they might buy a scratch off and win 10,000, and you know, you just never know.
Right.
Something that's minor to us might be major, because look at how you, in your womanhood, you still remember how you felt when somebody sponsored you for prom.
Yes, I felt amazing.
Yeah. So, did you have to, when you did it, right? Did you have to get permission, or did they find you, or did you hear about it?
So when I did it, junior year, I was still with close family, and it was just a really bad situation I was in, and prom wasn't properly funded.
Okay.
So my first time around asking for help and my sponsorships, I didn't think the sky was the limit.
Okay.
I was just like, okay, let me try to achieve this, and then as long as I got this, I'd be able to work out everything else. Boy, was I wrong. And so going into the next year, I made several phone calls to several different people, and I said, hey, who do you know? If you can't, who do you know? And if they can't, point me to somebody who does know.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's everything that I did. And with that energy, I got everything sponsored. If I got a no, I would just keep asking until I got a yes.
You're gonna make it far in business, Queen.
Thank you.
You get it. You get it. I mean, so has there been any obstacle thus far, even if it was something minor that you felt like, oh no, this little snag could be a problem. Let me make sure I get ahead of that for the next time.
Yeah, so I feel like because I don't have a selection process this time, we're kind of going with the flow and how the vibe goes, and how we pick somebody might be completely genuine. I feel like we're gonna have a lot more people who need this, and a lot more people who can actually help sponsor this.
Yeah.
And I feel like right there's a disconnect. And
Okay.
there's gonna be so many more ladies, so many more people like, wow, I wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And this is just the beginning.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
feel like once
absolutely.
the word is out, like next year, it's gonna be like, oh, what are we doing? Where you
then
at?
each year it's gonna get to where you don't even have to do nothing except post. It's that time again, you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they're gonna be, because it's something I would line up to help
Yeah.
out with easy, because it's such a good cause. And we all, if you're a woman now, you've all been a young girl, right? Whether you
Yes.
had a family that sent you to prom or not. We had situations in life as a teenage girl that we didn't feel desirable, or we wish we would have had a little more,
Yes.
regardless of what that looks like to the other side. So once again, I want to commend you. I can't commend you enough for this, and I wish you nothing but the best in it. And we're going to stay in touch and continue to do our part and make sure we implement the prom and my other ventures I got going on. Make sure I talk about it on the radio and everything.
Thank
We're going to
you.
get that out there for you, and we're going to make sure we push the line to the extreme so we can bring some smiles to some girls' faces. Now, you know, some of these young men later on down the line going to say, now, is that something you might be willing to entertain?
Absolutely.
Okay,
So during
okay.
my prom, I actually was able to get my prom date sponsored too,
Okay.
by Men's Formal Wear.
There it is.
That was like, they got fitted, the shoes, the socks.
There it is.
Everything. But I know what's in my avenue, what's in my wheelhouse, and I'd have to connect with more like-minded individual men. And right now, I know so many women who are just like me.
Yeah,
I know
yeah, yeah.
so many business women. And so to reach out to the man community, I might just have to partner with somebody else who's young just like me, who has access just like that.
Hey, I'm telling you, Chef, you know Chef.
Yeah.
Even though he's music as well, you already know I'm gonna say Buddha baby because people
Yes.
like Buddha,
Yeah.
and Buddha got the gift
love
to gab,
him.
and he is so genuine, right? So you got the pieces. You got Katie. You know
Yes.
that's a great resource.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
utilize it all, Queen. And all of these people are known for philanthropy.
Yes.
So, sorry, Katie. I just signed
Sorry
you
to
up.
put you out there.
Yeah, I just signed you up. So, is there anything you want them to know before we wrap it up?
Yeah, so I'm on this camera right
yeah.
here.
Go right
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys can just follow me at Club Dollhouse and Dollhouse Closet. You guys can send me a DM request on either page and I will be right in touch with you guys. Look forward to all the flyers, all the advertisement, all the sponsors. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Well, that's it, you guys. Make sure you guys get involved in everything that the Dollhouse has going on. And make sure, if you don't do anything else, you support this program. The Prom sponsorship, I promise you, this is something that you definitely want to get behind at the groundwork because when it evolves, you're going to be able to say, I put smiles on 20 people's faces.
Yeah.
And somebody else will be saying, years from now, I did it for 50. You just never know. And it's rewards in that. Rewards that are beyond measure, that are not always monetary, but they're moral victories. And that right there is how you get good sleep at night. Until next time, reach back for those that are coming up behind you and pay homage to those who did it before you. It's free and you'll feel good about yourself. Peace, one love. May God bless your hustle. And we out.
You tuned in. It's the First Lady point of view. First Lady point of view. You tuned in. It's the First Lady point of view. First Lady point of view. Culture, music, news, reviews. You tuned in. It's the First Lady point of view.